Martin's Library brings us back on a special outdoor edition of School of Golf, and this week's book is simply titled The Wedge, which is very fitting for today's show, right?
It is. It's The Wedge by Cleveland Golf. It's a great book on the science of the wedge, and it talks about how to choose the correct wedge. It talks about if you take deep divots, you want a wedge with plenty of bounce. If you tend to pick the ball, you want a wedge with not much bounce. If you play on soft ground, you want a wedge with lots of bounce.
So it's good to know the differences.
It is. The other thing it talks about that really is so important, we've had a long day hitting wedges here, is this, the friction, the spin. I'm just going to pop my book back here. The spin required, you have to have clean grooves and a dry club face. So a lot of players won't do this, but they should, and it doesn't take long. Number one, wipe the stuff off your face. So just...
I'm gonna wipe it off.
The other thing that...
We made a mess here.
We did make a mess with those divots we've been taking. Now, are we done? No, we're not done. We're not done at all, because then you need to take a tee and just make sure certainly those bottom 3 or 4 grooves are cleaned out of any dirt, because the lack of moisture and the sharpness of those grooves done properly, that's what gives you the spin on the golf ball. Even the best players in the world can't spin it if the grooves are full of mud or dirt.
Tour pros are not playing with dirty clubs.
They are not playing with dirty clubs, and there's a reason for it. So listen, make sure you pick the right wedge, and make sure you clean the grooves on your wedge. Do you want to just hit one for us there with nice clean grooves?
Of course I want to hit one.
Of course you do.
Now that my grooves are clean, I'm good to go.
Should be able to get a little bit of spin on this one. I know you will. Yeah, you took that absolutely beautifully, clipped it beautifully.